Wait, what is my shop? Hello everybody, welcome. The Tom Kinch one is pretty cool. I don't even know what that is. Is that Leona? Oh, yeah, barbecue Leona. Those are pretty tempting ones, but what we got here? Oh, just YouTube alerting me that I'm streaming. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get in here. Oh, 18. Oh, my bad. I forgot to change that number. There you go. All right, there we go. Hey, what's up, Brian? SKT Nami. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, we'll probably start with some Rakan, of course. Hey, what's up, Lintish? We are last pick. So, I assume we have one autofill.
I must not fall.
So what else we're working with here? What? Silver 1 with a 39% win rate? What? Who's it? Who's this guy duoed with? 39% win rate. No Jin game. Yeah, one normal Jin game. All Yasuo. Traviator either. I mean, he's not duoed with anybody. There's no way he has enough MMR to get that high. I mean, my MMR can't be that low. Like, there's no way. It was just Platinum 5 yesterday. And I basically went 50-50. Lost 2, won 2. Like, I literally lost 2 and won 2, and it took my MMR from Plat 5 to Gold 3. Like, literally. I just looked yesterday, and it was Plat 5, and I was getting paired with all Plat 5s, and I, like, went 50-50. I wasn't even down games. Literally 50-50. 2 wins, 2 losses. All of these are normal games. Well, not this one. That was from the other day, where I also went 50-50. 2 losses, 2 wins. And I went from Plat 5 MMR to Gold 3 MMR. And still getting silvers on my team, who aren't duoed, that have a 39% win rate. You can't even say it's the time of day. I mean, it's like 6:50 p.m. Like, this is prime time. This has to be like the highest traffic league time. Like, it's not even, you can't even say it's like 3 in the morning and matchmaking can't figure it out. I'm gonna dodge it. We've got a Teemo, we've got a Lee, we've got a Silver 1. Off roll, no experience. On one of the worst AD carries right now. And I hate to start off on a negative note, but that's ridiculous. We'll take a $5 on that. Answer some questions or something. Get back at. I don't understand how that works. Unless the guy had to be first time duoing with somebody that he hasn't duoed with before. Like, that's the only thing that makes any sense. So he doesn't naturally have gold 3 MMR, even assuming... I mean, I guess my MMR is gold 3. That's what it's saying. Even though I went 50-50 last 2 times I played. Yeah, I don't get it. Everyone else... Wasn't everyone else, like, kind of reasonable, though? No, there's a gold 5 also. It's like 2 plats. Gold 1's fine. It's like 2 plat 5s, a gold 1, and then a gold 5 and a silver 1 with 39%. I mean, if this was like a silver 1 that was like a 90% win rate or something, it was like a smurf, you know, it was like, you know, 19-1 or something like that. It's like, okay, I get it, but I don't know. Anyways, I'll answer some questions and then we'll go back in. I mean, look, like, I haven't gone on a huge loss streak in a long time, and I was actually plat 5. I don't remember if I looked at it on stream or not, but I remember looking at it and thinking, thank God it's got me back to plat 5 MMR. Yeah, it doesn't go back further than 2 days because I had, like, a week off. It was, like, hospitals. Well, not, like, a week, but, like, hospital stuff. Does it just not go back any further than 2 days now? I can look in-game client. Let me go back further than that. That was, when was that? The 25th, so that was a while ago. Anyways, let me just answer some questions really quick, and then we'll... Who are the good supports? I always have my tier list in the description. And it hasn't changed much since that. I'll do a new one when the next patch comes out, which I think is on the 8th, so a week from tomorrow. So let me pull it up for you here real quick. Whoever... That's that. Support tier list. So you can find the... I'll link it here too.
Good afternoon.
So if you don't have time to watch the whole thing, you don't have to. I mean, obviously, I'd like for you to watch as much as you care to like, or as you care to watch. But I've also got the Google Doc for you there if you just want to skim and see. So, you know, tier 1, Thresh, Leona, Rakan, Janna. Tier 2, Tarek, Alistar, Tom Kench, Blitz. Misfortune, after the most recent nerf in 24B, is not up here anymore. So she, you know, some stuff would be shuffled around. She'd be lower. Zyra would be lower after the changes. But it's something like this. So Thresh, Leona, Rakan, Janna, Tarek, Alistar, Tom Kench, Blitz. Probably be the top 8. Yeah, I think it's about right. Let's see if anything else would move a lot. I mean, you could put Shen further up there. They did nerf him recently, but, you know, you probably have Shen in tier 3 somewhere. Like, you could probably put Shen, you know, maybe up kind of near Bard. Shen's still pretty viable as a tank bot. Tank bot lane. So there's a couple of things I might run around, but I mean, this is the general picture of what I think's really good. What else do we have here? Nah, I'm not gonna put Alistar in tier 1. I don't think so for most people. Like, he is really good. I just think I would prefer Rakan to Alistar. Like, the thing about Alistar is really good, but he still only has personal tank stats. Like, he doesn't have any sort of scaling. He can peel. He doesn't have, like, any escapes. So if he gets caught out, you know, in a bad situation, trying to roam or trying to ward in the wrong place at the wrong time, he can get killed. Like, he's very good in Challenger and Pro play because of his ability to dive towers and gank, but tower dives really don't go that well. And, like, Gold and lower, and probably even Platinum and lower, like, it's harder to execute tower dives, and that's really what Alistar, you know, thrives on. But, I mean, they did nerf Leona a little bit. I mean, if you want to put Alistar up in tier 1, I mean, that's fine. It's only a couple of slots. You could maybe move Leona down after the nerfs and move Alistar up to take her spot if you want to, but I would still prefer Rakan to either one of them. Yeah, Janna's really good. She's the best at what she does. High scaling. They've nerfed all the other poke champions early game. I mean, it's not just me. Like, even statistically, if you're a person that just likes to look at stats, she's like top 4 or something. Yeah, I mean, she's number 4. So that's where I have her on my list. Not because of the stats, like champion.gg, but just because she's really good. I mean, even after the nerfs, like, the thing is they nerfed everyone else around her. A lot of people. They haven't nerfed the tanks that much yet, but they nerfed a lot of the early game poke champions. So, and she's very good into tanks because she outscales them, because she has heal and shield power. Like, enchanters or things that have plus heal and shield power outscale tanks, because tanks usually only get personal tank stats a lot of times, and that just doesn't scale. Like, making you personally tanky is not scale as hard as giving stats to other players on your team to add multiplicative value to their gold. So, for example, when you put Janna's shield on somebody and you give them that 40 AD, I've got an entire Janna guide about this. Let me just pull that up really quick. I'm not going to look at the whole guide, but I just want to show you the Google Doc in that guide. I do some really quick math. Janna's one of the hardest champions in the game to understand because she doesn't really... Her stats aren't very obvious. You know, she doesn't have a lot of plus healing at the end of the game. She doesn't get a lot of kills. It's really hard to quantify her impact. And so I did the best that I could in the Janna guide to do that. So let me pull... I just want to look at the Google Doc really quick. So check out the whole guide if you want. It's on the main channel. I explain how resistances work and why shields are so strong here. Check that out in terms of math. They end up scaling about 4 times as much as damage because they work with resistances instead of against resistances. And the itemization is much cheaper to buy her items. But the most basic thing here, if you want to think of her E and just like how strong her E is. Now, these numbers have changed, so it's dialed back a little bit because they nerfed her shield down to 240 shield, down from 210. So I'm not going to redo the math like right now, but this is sort of the general idea of why she's strong. So if you look at, and the 42 magic resist is going to be a little different too, because this was made back when 80 carries had 12 magic resist from runes. But if you just look at, you know, assume somebody has 42 magic resist, 1.5 attack per second, and they get off 7 attacks with the 40 AD from Janna. That's 280 damage. If they get 2 crits on that, which is like a 30% crit chance, so they just have 1 crit item. They have like a Shiv or Hurricane or whichever item they get. That's 360 damage. Alright, so basically she presses E on somebody and it does 360 damage when she's level 9. And then the shield itself used to block about 340 damage. So just imagine there's an ability where it was like press E, point click, deals 360 damage and negates 340 damage. So blocks 340, deals 360, one button, press it. That's her E. Like, that's how strong her E is. It's because it adds all that extra damage, and that's what makes it different from a lot of other shields out there, like a Karma shield or Lulu's shield gives them picks, which if they have a lot of attack speed, can add on a lot of damage as well. But from like just comparing it to something like a Karma shield, that's what makes it a lot different. It's because that 40 AD that it gives is massive. It's really, really big in terms of damage. And that's what makes her scale so hard compared to a lot of other champions, is that not only does she get a big shield, it has a 0.7 shield, a 0.7 AP ratio on her shield, but it also gives big damage to her AD carry. And because it's AD, then that also works really well with champions like Jen or champions like Misfortune, who don't have a lot of attack speed usually, but still benefit very heavily from AD. So that's why. And if you know, watch the guide if you want to know a lot more about why she's super strong. Obviously, the numbers are going to be a bit different, but she's still really, really good. And the fact that they've nerfed a lot of the early game aggression champions, that's what they nerfed about her, is they made her a lot worse early game. And she wasn't good for a little bit there when everybody was doing like 1 million damage early in the game. I guess I can do a some thoughts. Fine. Wait, did he fall back down? Yeah, he's back down to Platinum 1. Okay. Okay, that's fine too. But yeah, so that's part of why Janna's really good right now, is they've nerfed other things that are good against her early game, like Zyra, like Xerath, stuff like that. Yeah, Lulu's bad into basically what somebody said. She's bad into poke, but she's good at most other things. Well, they do. Okay, so Sona does scale about as hard as Janna. The thing is, like, I don't know. I haven't redone the math on Sona. I think she still scales probably the hardest, but she's extremely unsafe. That's the thing about Sona, and to a lesser extent Taric, is that they are very immobile and they get caught and killed a lot, or they can potentially get caught and killed a lot. Whereas Janna is very, very safe. She's really fast, she has multiple disengage tools. It's really hard to get on Janna. Every time I play Taric, I just wish I played Janna, basically, because like they both have overwhelming, you know, power in team fights, but Janna's just much safer than Taric is. But Taric can be really good too. I mean, Taric's like statistically number 1 or number 2. He's number 1 right now statistically. So like Taric can win a lot. Sona, just what made Sona strong is she had a very good early game and a very good late game. So she just kind of had this like trough in the middle where she wasn't like as strong, when she was still getting a couple of items, lanes break, and she has to roam around, and like she's terrible at roaming, and she could get caught out in the river while she's warding or in between lanes and things like that. That was sort of her issue. Like once she got 2 or 3 items, yeah, she was almost impossible to beat in a team fight, but now her early game is much worse, and Taric, or not Taric, Caitlyn's like the worst AD carry right now, or she's very close. Her scaling is just so bad. Not Twitch, Ash. For real? I have Shin support. Wait, top lane Annie against Teemo? What's wrong with people, man? I mean, I don't want a 30-minute... I might have to dodge this and get on the smurf. This guy plays all... He's like one-trick Trinamere. What did he get this game? Wait, 78. I'm just gonna dodge it and get on the smurf. Let me get the smurf info real quick. I mean, I want to play, guys. I want to play the rank. That's just ridiculous. He's a one-trick silver 1 that is playing any top in a Teemo. So I've got the black screen really quick. I'm just checking. One second. Let me say something. All right. Give me one moment here. I thought... I don't have the notebook that's close by. Let me look here real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Sorry, I don't know why I was zoning out. Okay. Alright, taking off black screen. Sorry about that. I couldn't remember the, I changed the password on the smurf there, and I couldn't remember the name of it. Okay. So just see. And, Lentish, I did get your email too. I'll look into that after, after the stream. Actually, no, let me... I'll do this. I want to see if I can get like a... Let me make sure I have... Well, I'll do a support game. I kind of want to practice a TF game, but... I don't remember if I have TF or not on here. I do. But I can... get a support game in here. Sorry, they all cook these bell peppers downstairs, and it's like I'm like allergic to peppers. So I got my skin crawling, and I'm just feeling really kind of dizzy or something. I'm just feeling really weird. I mean, I gotta dodge, guys. I gotta dodge those games. I mean, that's a big part of why I, you know, fell. I mean, that's not all the reason. That's a lot of why I fell in the preseason is people are just playing ridiculous crap and they don't care, and I'm just not dodging enough games. Oh, Leon's banned. Oh, whatever.
Understood.
God, dude, that smell's killing me. My eyes are like starting to water a little bit. Damn it, I actually wanted to play a Soraka game. So I never get to play Soraka. Do an Alistar game.
Nothing can hold me back. We're gonna get outscaled. Hey, what's up, Father? It's going alright. Hey, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it.
I mean, I don't care if it's a normal game. People can play whatever they want. It's just when I'm playing ranked on my main account, that's when I dodge. I mean, I don't care about... My head's like itching. I don't think any of the supports are broken right now. I mean, I don't use the word broken that often. I don't think that many champions are broken right now. I mean, the closest thing is Leona. I mean, there are answers to Leona, but she's so one-sided that you have to have very specific answers to her a lot of times. Because her damage is so high. Yeah, I don't really think there's that much that's like super broken. Jarvan seems to have fallen out of favor a little bit. They did nerf him some, but I didn't think it was enough. But maybe it was. Maybe it was more than I thought. Hey Seekers, I have a Discord friend. It's part of the members package thing. There's information in the description. We play every Tuesday. Just $5 a month. Play every Tuesday. Get to hang out. Join friends. It's actually nice that it is a small amount of money. It's like 18 cents a day because that keeps trolls out of it. It helps people feel a bit more comfortable sharing and hanging out in there. You get discounts if you ever want a coaching session, and it just helps support the channel. If I opened it up, like, there's several problems. I open it up to everybody. There potentially could be a lot of trolls in there, and I would have to actively manage it a lot more, which would take a lot of time. And then people wouldn't be able to feel as comfortable in there, because I have a code of conduct on the channel that's a lot different from a lot of other gaming channels out there. So, you know, we don't allow a lot of racists in here, just haters in general. So either I would have to actively manage that if there were, you know, potentially thousands of people on that Discord. I would have to manage that a lot closer, or I'd have to, like, pay somebody else to manage it. That's kind of the issue. It keeps it a lot more, like, small and intimate when it's just the members. So that's part of why I run it that way. Also, I don't want to migrate all of the chat from YouTube over to Discord, because a lot of the ranking from channels comes from the amount of audience interaction on the channel, which a lot of that is comments. And each line of chat during a live stream counts as a comment. And so if, you know, a lot of the comments migrate over to Discord, then that would basically hurt my ranking on YouTube, so people would have a harder time finding the channel. So there are a lot of reasons why I don't offer a free Discord. I know that a lot of the other streams do, but, you know, it's not something that they would actively manage or try to control. At least that's... I don't think so. I don't know. But that's why I run it the way that I run it. I just went after shock. People were asking me which runes did I run. She just basically killed herself? What? She's gonna die. She just went out and killed herself, basically, and she walked right up to him. Dang it. I gotta make that. I got to make that auto cast. This account. I know, I can't do anything about it. Like, Misfortune's been dead. Alright, we got her. Yeah, keep in mind, too, that, like, I'm trying my best. It's kind of hard to focus, because I'm, like, seriously having some allergic reactions to all those effing peppers they cook downstairs. But we finally got him. I gotta change that too. Okay, let's see here. Interface. Wait, am I back? Okay, we're backing. And then my daughter keeps crying in the background. Yeah, we could have maybe killed her. Killed this Raka sooner. Hotkeys. Ward there. Okay. I don't know why she's freaking out so hard in the other room, but they're both in there messing with her. Okay, we're kind of even in CS, but we really need to be dominating this matchup a lot harder. Soraka makes it hard to poke, though. She wasted her silence. Soraka's just getting, like, wasting her silence. Just randomly, like, trying to silence people for damage. Chip damage. Wait till she hits 6. Zone her off a little bit. Okay, there's a Fiesta going on top. Top side. We might be able to kill her. I know. I don't know what's going on top side. Everybody's dying. No way. Please? Bounce a Q off of her. Wait, how did that not see her? What? That's a fake. Like, how did that ward not see her? I guess she turned invisible when she rolled. Is that what it was? That's probably it, I guess. We'll eventually get to face the mountain, probably. Yeah. Klepto Yas is 0-4. It's weird. I was reading the chat. I could have killed that large minion there. Yeah, they're gonna get metal. I mean, every other lane's just getting slaughtered, but at least we're doing alright down here. Gragas down 50 CS. I can't get that. Shaco could be around. I split points between W and Q. I mean, W is better for peeling. Q is better for, obviously, like, area of effect, knocking people up. So, it just depends on what your team needs. I'm gonna... guess I'm gonna go Vow. You want to level both. Guys, W's better for peeling. Q's good, and Q is your wave clear. But since they have a Shaco, it's pretty fed. I want the peel for the Shaco. I don't have enough for both W and Q. I can't get away from him. I just forgot to enable it on Smurf. The player names above champions. I don't play this Smurf very often. Like, I only play it whenever I have to dodge twice on my main account. Nice. Congrats, Wild Boy. I mean, we might be able to win. Like, we're not... Like, we are down, but... It's just tough, because Vayne's going to outscale Misfortune, and Soraka's going to outscale me. This is why I pick scaling champions a lot of the time. This is why I don't like... just... a lot of flat-out tanks. Like, I do like tanks. I mean, obviously tanks are really good right now, but this is why I prefer something like Rakan, because then I could scale to at least kind of match the Soraka. So, like, my team contributions are the same throughout the entire match a lot of the time, you know? I have W and Q, like, that's it. I have my abilities. Like, I mean, Locket does help. You know, Locket, Knight's Vow... Face the Mountain. All of these do contribute, but they're just not going to scale as hard as the stat plus healing and shielding is for Soraka. Because Soraka's going to have similar stuff. You know, she's going to have Redemption. She's going to have, you know, Locket. Potentially. But all of her stats that she's going to get transfer over to other people. The stats that I'm going to get are just personal tank stats. I don't think we can beat him, man. He's too strong. There's no way. I mean, they see me. There's a ward right there. Well. I mean, there's two of them bot, but we're so weak. Like, Yasuo is so far behind. Misfortune is really far behind, too. Like, you have to snowball really hard as Misfortune. She's even, I mean, she's 3-1 up 10 CS, but it just doesn't feel like it's enough. Because she does so terribly into tanks. Like, she just cannot really scratch that Ornn. And he doesn't even have a big tank item yet. Udyr can do, you know, quite a lot of damage. But he's just so far behind. I'm gonna go ahead and buy. I need more wards. Cassiopeia's just gonna murder me. Dude, I just used my crowd control. Like, with Soraka just sitting there healing, it's just not happening. He's just gonna ignite me. We just can't do anything against Soraka. I don't think. Like, Soraka plus tank, when we have a really low, like, pretty low damage, low scaling comp, it's just not going to work. Like, we got some kills on Soraka early, and she's mispositioning and just got murdered a lot, but not all enchanters are weak early. I mean, Lulu's very strong early, Karma's very strong early, Nami's strong early, Sona's still pretty strong early. It's just Janna, really, is one of the only enchanters that's fairly weak early. But this is the problem, is like they have tanks and a lot of plus healing. I mean, she doesn't even have a plus healing item yet. Like, she went Watchers and Ionian Boots. Like, when she completes Ardent Sensor, which she'll probably get on her next back, and then definitely when she completes Redemption plus Ardent Sensor, it's just, we already can't kill him. And once Ornn, you know, grabs one more tank item, once he grabs like Dead Man's Plate or Randuin's here, it's pretty much over. And that's the problem with Alistar. It's like, yeah, I can start a fight, I can get in there and crowd control him, but we can't kill him, so it doesn't matter. I don't know why I got baited into this by this dude. He's dead. People are just not respecting Soraka. I mean, to be fair, there's not much we can do. We have to try to force something, because we're going to get outscaled. Look at that damage. That's not even with a Soraka heal there. Nami's really good early and she falls off late. Well, like, once again, it's kind of like what goes on with tanks. Like, she has really nice CC, but she doesn't have much scaling on plus healing and shielding. compared to her counterparts. Why would you walk against the wall like that? Come on, man. Alright. Well, we got that guy, I guess. Oh, it's probably dead. I can't imagine how he would 1v1. I mean, we're just chasing a Shaco around. We might as well, though, right? This guy's just trolling. Okay, that's the fake one. I'll grab this ward. I mean, you might as well, like... I don't think they can lose, so... We're gonna keep trying, though, but... It's possible. I mean, maybe if we pick Soraka. Like, he also will eventually do damage. Like, he's got some items now. If he gets an armor pin item. He's Last Whisper or something. Udyr, like I said before, Udyr can do a lot of damage too. Okay, well, if they if they just want to give us the game, you know, they are messing up royally. Just streaming in one by one. Like, we're catching them out with, like, Shaco's just trolling bot lane. And we're catching them out without the Soraka. Like, they need Ornn plus Soraka. She could pin me, I got it. She was too close for the WQ combo. I tried it, but like, there's a certain range. If you're too close, it just won't work, or it's a lot harder to do. Especially since they changed Alistar's like WQ to like a queuing system instead of like instant. Actually, we'll go with that. Wait, why do I still have this? I guess I sell the Reju bead later. I thought the Reju bead built into Face the Mountain. No, I'm thinking, okay, never mind. That's fine. I'll sell it later. It's not a big deal. It builds into Targon's, which builds into Face. Just Shaco. Okay. Well, I guess if they're going to give it to us, it's fine. No, we can't. Jesus, how many wards are there? They dropped like 3 wards there. don't know what I'll get as a final item. Could just get redemption. Hey, thanks for the sub, appreciate it. Hey, thanks for the sub, appreciate it. Guess I could get maybe like ZZ or something. Maybe I'll go ZZ just to help out with some of these sieges. I think ZZ's, if you need something late in the game, just specifically to help siege, I think ZZ's better. If you want something early, then Banner's better. It depends on which kind of sieging you're doing, but... Dang it. Okay, well, we got her. Hey, thanks for the sub, appreciate it. Hey, thank you. Alright, Deer's bringing us a wave. We got a wave top lane. Yeah, I was waiting on the Shaco, and then I was looking to peel the Shaco off of the Misfortune. I knew he'd try to go on her. So that's why I was holding my crowd control. Well, I could have gone in on the, like the Cassiopeia, but... Well, I don't know how they managed to lose that, but they did. So I'll take it. They just started goofing around like Shaco was just trolling around over near top tier 2. We got him, and then we got the, picked off the Cassiopeia when Soraka wasn't around. All right. We don't have any keys. All right. Well, maybe next time. Alright, let me go log back onto my main real quick. Duoing? It's debatable. My win percentage with duos is not as high as you would think a lot of the time. Or it wasn't during large stretches of the season. I do it with a lot of people. Sometimes we'd win, sometimes we wouldn't. Is the stream dropping off? Is the stream lagging? The game wasn't lagging, but this is kind of going crazy. Now we've got a lot of people on the internet is the thing. A lot more than usual, so... Looks like maybe, maybe not. Yeah, it looks like it just disconnected temporarily. I don't know. I can try like reloading it or updating it. I mean, we've got a lot of people in the house on the internet, unfortunately. Like usually when I stream at night, it's just me. So that probably has something to do with it, but maybe not necessarily. I don't know. It looks like it's better now. Now it's getting worse. I'm gonna try to restart. Wait, is it good now? The internet has just kind of shut off randomly a couple of times today. I think it's just a much larger volume than it's used to. Okay, it's still like acting wacky. I'm gonna... Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's right now holding steady. I think it's OBS's software because my, you know, the game itself was not lagging. Although, like I said, the router has shut off a couple of times today, so I suspect it's because of an unusual amount of volume, but I don't know. I hate it when it cuts in and out because now it won't show me the comments. Okay. All right. I mean, if we have to dodge again, we'll just go play another. We'll see if we can get a Soraka game in or something. We'll just look at it as a fun opportunity to play a non-Rakan champ if we have to dodge. So, we were just getting back up to like 160 viewers. It can't be helped, I guess. I mean, just doing what I can. Why? Like, what? These are 3 different people, none of which are duoing. Like, it's something is wrong with the system. Like, what's wrong? This guy's a 47% win rate, and he's silver 1. These people are gold 1. Like, they're pretty close in MMR to me. I don't get it. Like, I can't duo with this guy. If I was like, hey, buddy, you're really cool. Like, you know, we had a great game. You want to go duo? Riot would say, no, you can't. Because he's silver 1. You can't duo more than a full league below you. So even if I wanted to duo with that guy, I couldn't duo with him. So how was he able to be in my game? There's no way his MMR is higher than Silver 1. He has a negative win rate. Like 3% under. It's not like 49%. It's like 47%. Oh well. At least the champions like are kind of looking okay. Like we have Vayne, which is good. Vayne into Caitlyn's not great, but they don't have any real good answers to Vayne. So, you know, they picked Tom Kench to soft counter me. But I can just peel. And I'll outscale Kench. So it's just a farm off. I'm fine with that. Are people at least playing champions that know how to play? Okay, this guy plays not a ton of games, but he's got a good win rate with Vayne. This guy's got one game on Xerath, whatever. I mean, that guy's 38% on Kled, but at least he's played him before. We'll play it. Not thrilled about it, but we'll play it. We do have the Vayne. Alright, let me see if I can... I'm gonna have to restart my phone. And then maybe tomorrow I can get the monitor set up. This YouTube app glitches out. At least in my experience. Whenever the stream gets cut out like that, it won't let me see the comments, so... I can't even remember how to start this phone. It's been so long since I've been off. Hold down this button. I thought I held down like the main button. Okay, there it is. Is my phone trolling me out too? Oh, I need to go get my charger here in a moment as well. Is that right, Sadie?
Underestimate my charm. How is that even possible?
Now it's on them to like pressure us out because we're gonna outscale. Like Vayne outscales Caitlyn pretty hard in this meta. They're positioning all in us. Be careful. Okay, it's fine. I mean, if he wants to use his tongue lashes on me, that's fine. His tongue lash isn't really, like, cost efficient until he gets 2 or 3 points in it. It's not until level 4 or 5 does his tongue lash actually hurt that much. Like, we can't get aggressive here. Dang, if that minion's blocking me, I was going to try to hit him with a Q over my shoulder, but the minion block is real. Is he dead again, for real? Like, dude's standing on a ward, and he's dead. Yeah, but close doesn't matter. Like, why would you fight it? You know he's gonna camp because he knows you don't have summoners. Does he have overhealers? Why does he have a shield? A little shield. Oh, it's just a graphical glitch, I guess. Or I'm just losing my mind. Okay, well, we made her flash. One of the worst things, like one of the worst kind of cardinal sins of junglers in this elo is they will get summoners and then they won't ever come back. So there's really no point. It doesn't matter if you got the summoners or not if the jungler doesn't come back. But that's what they'll do a lot, is they'll just get the summoners and then they just like won't ever come back. Okay, so we might be coming back here. Oh, he's gonna go invade. Like, dude, come down here and kill them. Like, why? Get Gromp. Like, we're gonna get... Like, they might back. We might get poked out. Like, why would you get Gromp? Just come down here, dude. Who cares about Gromp? I don't get it. Like, he doesn't have his chomp. How is Caitlyn getting out of this? I'm gonna have to get this.
Ally has been slain.
Pushing towards them, which is not amazing, but it's just something I've got to deal with here. I'm gonna go for the standard Ardent Redemption here. Probably Ardent Redemption Locket. Lee's messing something up here. I'd have to watch the replays, but like she should have died the second time with no sums. So I don't know what's up with that, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, he's gonna play however he's gonna play. We can still come back. We're not down that much. Like we're down 10, which is, you know, about what you would expect for this matchup. Like, Vayne into Caitlyn is one of the worst AD carry matchups historically, but Caitlyn's in such a weak spot right now that it's actually favorable for Vayne, even more so than it has been in the future, because Caitlyn just doesn't use press the attack very well. Vayne has lethal tempo, though. I guess that's better. I don't know if that's better than Fleet Footwork late game. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, Vayne does more damage than Kate later on, so... Caitlyn's like a burst mage. I gotta get this Caitlyn to stop talking trash. That just doesn't help. Or the Vayne to stop talking trash. This doesn't help. Like, I'm sure the guy messed stuff up, but... You know, it just doesn't matter. Like, unless you're saying something that's constructive, like, hey, we need this item, hey, let's play the fight this way next time, or, you know, something like that that's relatively constructive, then there's no point in saying anything. It's not about being right, it's just about winning games. And your teammates are going to make a lot of mistakes. You also will make mistakes. Dang it, I can't. We gotta get her, dude. I know, I'm trying to click. It won't let me click anymore. I used all my pings. Okay, he got her. I didn't see. I was watching Tom Kench. I didn't see a Vayne flash for her. Or what? Yeah, Vayne just rolled in and got her. I guess. Okay. I ran out of pings. Burrito, please give me more pings. All right. Actually, don't do that. I need. That's probably a better buy.
Think that to believe in something, you have to be serious about it. That's their problem.
Okay, well, at least Lee's not freaking out, so I'll give him credit for that. Like, you just gotta understand, like, dude, this... Guys, let's be real. Like, everyone in here... I'm like the only platinum person in here. Like, everyone else is gold. We have a silver person here. Like, Faker's not in this game. Like, people are gonna make mistakes. Like, if you want teammates that don't make mistakes, you need to be a challenger player, and that means you need to not make any mistakes. So, you just have to accept that. Like, people are gonna make mistakes, including you, when you play League of Legends. And you just can't lose your mind. Like, yeah, do I get frustrated by some of this stuff? Sure, but I don't say anything to people about it. It doesn't help. It's League. Okay, he's killing a ward. Tom Kench is just going to eat her away probably, but now Lee Sin should have his kick, so he should be able to kick her back.
call life.
We're basically even on CS now. Alright, Vayne's starting to take over. It's not good. I really wish you could have enemy portraits like right here, so that you could ping them so much easier. Or just like, just make it drag and drop. Like, I don't know, it's 2018. I don't understand why we can't have a, not necessarily moddable, but a modular, that's the word I'm looking for. A modular HUD, you know? Is Azir coming? I don't think we get the tower. We have no damage on tower. No. Let's just get this. Alright, fine. So you can still tower dive. Like, you don't need Alistar to tower dive. Like, Alistar's better at it than Rakan, but you know, that was a good 4-man dive there. That's how you win, boys and girls. You camp bottom. That is how you win solo queue. It's the secret strat. Now they're gonna get mid off of this. There's not a ton we can do about that. If they don't leave immediately, we can maybe do something over here. Well, he's got a little bit of damage, but his ear's really, really strong. Oh, that's Shurima, though. He's probably dead, yeah. As soon as he, like, whatever he did, like, flashes backward or something. Damn. I shouldn't have gotten baited into that. Well, now they're going to get Dragon off of it. Dang it. I guess I'll just wait on it. Oh, we can just complete Oasis here. I really wanted to just go ahead and get the rest of Ardent, but I think it's too greedy. Redemption would have been alright there, too. I really need boots. I almost had to pay the price for not having boots too there, but fortunately my ult gives me the 50% move speed, so we're able to catch up. So we're going to get this tower. We'll probably get top tower. They got Dragon. I can get some deep wards off of this.
The world isn't about collecting stuff. It's about seeing stuff.
Your team has destroyed a
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Sitting there right-clicking. Dude, come on, bro. Nah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay. Probably dead. I'm dead. I should have just let him die. And I need to get boots too. That was a big time overstay. That was a huge mistake. I shouldn't have tried to save him the second time. The first couple of times, fine, but... We did get bot tower off of it, but I didn't have to die. We could have just taken the win.
They're gonna try and test me?
I would get Mobies if I was going to get 4 CDR items, but I really like Ionians better if you're going to get Locket. Locket doesn't have CDR on it. CDR is so good on Rakan because all of his abilities have long cooldowns. And they're all very impactful. Well, not as cute, really, but, like, he has a lot of very impactful abilities. What's this guy doing? Is he going to try to come in?
Mankind is blind. I want them to see. I got one more thing for you.
Okay, well, we got his tower. It's fine. No. I don't have... So, the CDR is very impactful, and summoners are really good on him. I'll describe all this in my Rakan guide if you want to watch it, but summoners are particularly good on him because he can get so close. Like, he's so agile, he can actually use Exhaust, he can use Ignite on core targets later in the game. And we got his flash. No, don't dive him, don't dive him, don't dive him. Nah, let's take that. We got Dragon up. No.
I should totally get this. Time to get it started.
To push up the wave and get ready for Dragon. He's up there doing golems. What's up, Asnot? I don't have a sweeper for a second. Let's get this. Hey, thanks for the sub, appreciate it.
as fun as you let it. I dance because I'm free.
God. Oof, that Vayne should have been dead. I like stunned 3 or 4 of them in a row there. That's pretty gross. I do say so myself. Trying to give them both the Ardent buff for the attack speed. Why I shielded. Just randomly there.
Rakan, doing his job.
Let's drop wards when you're running. Hey, what's up, Asnot? I think I said what's up earlier, but yeah. Sorry, if you're new to the stream, this is kind of an unusual time for me. Usually I stream later, like around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I have my in-laws in town that are staying in this room at night, so I really have to not stream past 10:30. And, you know, a lot of that's because they're helping us out. My wife just underwent a major medical surgery, so this isn't like a permanent thing that I'm going to be, you know, streaming at this block. I know it's rough on... Well, it's probably not as rough on European people as my other time, depending on your lifestyle.
Moves right. Time to show it.
The thing is, I can't keep up this time a lot of times because of my school schedule once I start teaching classes again in January. At least for now. Dude, I'm coming. Dude. Come here. All right. I teach persuasive writing, sometimes 19th century Brit Lit. That's what my specialty is, but my university unfortunately just does not offer that class anymore. At the 100, 200 level, which is like the freshman, sophomore level, which is all they typically let non-tenured faculty teach. What is this clickbait? What's up, Tyrone? 2:30 in Germany, yeah. Vayne does indeed have Duskblade. Guy's trolling Vayne.
Nice, Christian. Mobies are okay, like I said, but I really want the 40% CDR, and you just can't get to it because they got rid of the CDR runes. Like, you have to go into Transcendence, which is Sorcery Tree, and I don't want to go into Sorcery with Rakan to get it. You got to have 4 CDR items. So, Oasis, Ardent, Redemption. You could go Mikhail's. You could go Zeke's Convergence. But I think Locket's really good in combination with Redemption. You could go Banner. All right, give me 1 second. Let me grab a little bit more to drink, and we'll get back in there. Kind of that silly photo there. I don't know what she's doing there. Kind of cheesy. I might put the cat back up in a second. I don't know. Okay, I'll be back in a second.
So I need you to move around. Alright, sorry, I had to refill my wife's ice pack. Hey, what's up, Joy? That's cool. What's up, Zarend? Alright, let's get back in there. I really don't remember Currying. I played with this guy some. Well, MF for a little bit. People were playing her as support again. But... tips and tricks for Thresh. I mean... I'm gonna make a full-out Thresh guide, but I would say like the way out of Platinum is through macro. I think Jhin isn't great because he doesn't scale off of attack speed, really. As he has a really hard time against tanks. Lethality build is the best build on him to leverage his power early game. But... you know, that falls off pretty hard against tanks. So that's why. He just has a hard time against tanks. Like, once tanks get 3 items, it's really hard for him to kill people. It's a very early game champion, just like Misfortune and just like, to a lesser extent, Varus. Like, these caster 80 carries just don't have the same kind of scaling with attack speed and critical strike that things like Vayne, Twitch, Jinx, Kog'Maw, stuff like that have. As far as like winning, check out the main channel. And ban Leona. I've got a lot of tips that I think will help you out in Platinum. It's probably not Thresh specific, but if you're wondering like when you should roam, when you should not roam, like understanding different game states and how you win games, just check out the core channel. There are a lot of good guides on it. You know, I run a stream, and I like for everyone to come out to the stream. But I think that, you know, some of the best resources are also in the guides. I spend a long time on the guides. I'm going to try to do more of them, like maybe, you know, a guide every... I'm trying to do, like, at least one per week. But, for example, like, 5 tips for better macro is great. There's 5 tips for better micro, which is also really good, or 3 tips for... better micro. The pick ban dodge video is awesome. And you don't have to watch all of these, but... or you don't have to watch all of them whenever you watch them. Because I know they look kind of scary, right? Like, they're pretty long. You're like, I don't know if I have 2 hours to watch those. I feel you on that. This one's actually a bit shorter. This one's only about an hour, which is good. But there are timestamps in it, so you can jump around to your favorite parts. So if you want to work on your shot calling, I talk about that. I talk about vision here, how to force favorable fights. And then you can just skim. I give you a Google Doc for each one. So you can just kind of skim down and see what I'm going to talk about in each one of them. So it's got the Google Doc and the timestamps to help you navigate, to figure it out. And I also do offer coaching if you're interested in that. It's just $20, which I think is a great bargain considering how much, you know, I put into it. I go through it. You know, go through a replay that you send me. I look at it sort of, you know, play by play, take a bunch of notes, create a Google Doc for you at the end, do kind of a pregame, talk about the runes, talk about the champion in general. I talk about the matchups. And you can see sort of what the coaching looks like too. You know, if you don't have $20 to spare, just sometimes watching some other coaching sessions helps. So, you know, I've got 73 coaching sessions on the channel. So, you know, if you're trying to play Thresh, I'm sure there's a Thresh one in here somewhere you could watch. Yeah, here's one right here, number 64. So you could watch how I would coach other people play Thresh and sort of see. But, you know, without looking at your specific gameplay, it's difficult for me to, you know, say exactly what you should do. But I think that, you know, the guides will help a lot.
And I think that watching some of the coaching sessions might help. And then, of course, getting a coaching session itself would be the best. But I understand the financial concerns. Yeah, I need to win, lovely. $20 is just one coaching session. And it's about $20 for an hour worth of work. I'll play something other than Rakan here in just a bit, but I need to win, and he's who I'm winning with. God. We're at Kennen ADC. Like, this is why I feel like I have to Rakan. Like, I have to play my best champion, because people are just playing this ridiculous stuff. Hopefully it'll change. I've already dodged twice, though. I mean, Kennen ADC is not the worst thing in the world. We do have a lot of damage. I guess I'll play it. Kennen's just, like, really outdated, but he's got good crowd control. Let me see. Yeah, it's $20 each. I mean, I think $20 for an hour's worth of work for someone who's like doing tutoring or teaching music lessons or, you know, any sort of anything really that's sort of a specialized contractor skill kind of thing is not going to be much cheaper than $20. I mean, even getting someone to mow your yard for an hour is probably like $30. It depends on where you live, but you'd be hard pressed to find someone to even mow your yard for $20. And that has like no, you know, prior knowledge or specialization or anything. Like, they just strictly walk out there and cut your grass. I mean, they do have to drive there, I guess, but even like if you hired a neighbor kid to mow your yard, it'd be hard to get him to do it for under 20, probably. Yeah, $20 is dirt cheap. Currently Platinum 4. Been as high in Season 7 as Platinum 1 promos for Diamond. In Season 6, we were Diamond 5. So, we were just a couple of games short of getting it this season. And then in the preseason, I've had a really rough time. I mean, part of it is I've been wanting to try out new stuff and play a bunch of new champions that people, you know, are always asking for. Cause I want to try out new stuff, too. Not dodging in the preseason has crushed me as well. Because I was just playing stuff because I was like, whatever, it's preseason. You know? And so it's hurt. And I just wasn't playing the right kind of champions to make it work. And so that's why I'm trying to get my MMR back up so that I get a decent placement. So that's why I'm playing a lot of Rakan, because he wins a lot.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, a lot of people charge 40. I mean, I recognize that the highest I've been is Diamond 5, though. And so, you know, I think it's fair for me to charge 20. Because I'm not, you know, I'm not as good as a challenger, obviously. But, you know, I think my strength, my biggest strength, I have pretty good game knowledge. Let's see here.
Minions have spawned.
See if it'll pull it up or if I have to sign up. I'll have to sign in a second, but thank you so much for the donation. I'll answer the refillable here in a second. But I think that my biggest contribution is I'm also like a university teacher. Like, I teach students at university. I've been teaching for 7 years? 8 years now. And so I bring kind of the teaching aspect to it. So I think I explain things. I explain what I know very well. My knowledge isn't perfect. I think I know a pretty good amount. I think it's much higher than my rank would indicate. I think what holds me back more than anything is mechanics. And just like, you know, other, like not dodging enough games, being really interactive with the stream, which breaks my concentration. You know, there's a lot of things that go into that.
But I think that being able to like explain things and think about it from other people's perspectives and stuff like that makes me a good candidate for a coach. And you don't need a challenger to coach you if you're in silver and gold, really. Like, it's overkill. Like, you don't need to know like super specific stuff. Like, someone who just knows a diamond level about the game could easily teach you what you need to know. It's just like you don't need a Harvard professor to teach your, you know, high school chemistry class. Okay, let me focus up here. As far as not refillable, it's too greedy in most lanes. I mean, it's possible against Alistar, but Misfortune does a lot of poke early. Basically, a refillable is going to give you 250 health, and 3 potions is going to give you 450. So you're giving up 200 health on your first back, basically. Which is a lot. I mean, if you think of health is worth 2.66 gold each, then that's like you're giving up over 500 gold in effective stats early. That's why you don't see a lot of people doing it. Unless it's like a mega farm off lane where there's no way you're going to fight. You know, unless it's like Soraka on Janna or something like that, then I wouldn't do it. Even then, I don't like doing it. Maybe after the first back or something. Yeah, it's Kennen ADC, which is not good, before anyone asks. It used to be a thing, primarily just for Reckless in EU. Was really the only person who played that a lot, and he was very good with it. But they nerfed Kennen to where his W damage scales off of bonus AD and not base AD. And that's what put the nail in the coffin for him. Kennen was mostly a split pusher top. Now, I don't know, maybe something in the preseason changed it, but I think this guy is just playing it because it looks cool. But the reason that I didn't dodge is because we have, like, everyone else does a lot of damage, and we have 2 good initiates with Jarvan and myself. So, you know, I think we can play around it, even if Kennen is not the highest impact AD carry. Kennen does have a really good teamfight presence, though. I mean, he can still run in an ult. Yeah, Kennen is best when on hit is really good. If they ever nerf like critical strike, you might see Kennen more. That was my bad. I didn't mean to take that from him. It's fine. I just wanted to put a little damage on her. By little, I mean very little. And heal the Kennen. Might as well use some of my mana. Oh, God. It's worded. They have a Poro in there? Is that what that was? I can't go clear that. Man, the physics on this. On these bounces. So thank you so much for the donation. I'm not sure if that's a... I assume that was probably for a coaching session. My New Year's resolution is to be a lot better about the coaching sessions. I want to have a 3-day turnaround on them. I know that... I mean, some of that couldn't be helped because of my wife's medical situation. Is it lagging again? I'm sorry if it is. It was earlier. A lot of it's, there's like 5 computers on in this house right now because the in-laws are staying here. No, Rakan's W is awesome. Oh gosh. I'm sorry guys. I'll look at it again. Damn it. I saw him there. I just didn't think I'd get chain CC'd. Okay, let me look. I was like reading the chat and I thought I wasn't going to get chain CC'd. It looks like it's not anymore.
An enemy has been slain.
Promises.
So I thought I could E out of there. I didn't realize that Xerath's stun went from like here to here. But I thought I was going to be able to like E out. Yeah, I haven't been lagging in game, so I think it might be OBS software. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try to look into that and see if I can fix that. But yeah, I shouldn't have even messed with that. Yeah, Rakan's Q. The thing, someone was asking if Rakan's Q is bad. It's not great. It's definitely his weakest ability. And the reason for that is the healing doesn't increase depending on how many points you put in it. So you only get more damage because the heal only goes up based on your level. I mean, honestly, I'd probably rather see Kennen than, like, Caitlyn, for being fully honest. Kennen ADC over Caitlyn right now. So at least Kennen has crowd control, you know? Like, Caitlyn can be really good, it's just that people don't play her correctly. I really need level 6. No, 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 get out, get out, get out. That's fine. I need to go get my phone charger here in a second.
An enemy has been slain.
What's he doing?
An enemy has been slain.
I think they're backing.
I am playing magic. This is my destiny.
But, I mean, we have enough damage on the team, you know, between Akali and Echo and Jarvan, like, we have enough damage. So, yeah, it's weird. I'm gonna go ahead and buy. Yeah, well, I don't feel that bad for Caitlyn. I mean, she's had her time in the sun. You know, she was really, really oppressively good for a long time. Like, she was good near the end of Season 6. Like, probably the back half of Season 6 and most of Season 7. So she's had a year and a half. And she's very oppressive when she's really good. Right now, I think this is one of the most balanced AD carry metas. It's shifting pretty heavily towards Vayne Twitch at this point because they've nerfed a lot of the early game champions, but it's hard to get metas where you have early game champions and scaling champions, both types, be very good. That was awkward. I feel like we could have collapsed and killed either one of them, but we just split up.
Oops. No, 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 no. Dude, what? Get out of there, bro. It's fine. Let me go ahead and pop this and just see. That's slow on this dragon, though. Where did Kennen die? Kennen died randomly. Okay, well they killed top. God, the slow on that was brutal. I should have spread out a little bit, 'cause I should know he's just going to spam his abilities like as soon as he wakes up. So that was my fault. They might get bottom. How did Kennen die? Is it laggy? I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to restart it and just see like what's up with that. It looked like it was fine. Okay. Sorry, I'll look at it. I don't know what's up. Maybe I have to... I'll see if there's a new version of OBS out that was like just released today or something. I restarted it earlier and that worked. My game itself is not lagging, so it's got to be the OBS. That was a bit ambitious. Kennen just doesn't do damage. Like, I gotta wait till he gets a Blade the Ruined King. I knew Ali didn't have his ult, so I was like, well, we can give it a try. Like, Kennen's basically a stun bot. Yeah, my phone just glitched out again. The stream on my phone, which means that it's lagging. So, let me... On the way back to lane, I'll take a look at it and see... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. I can't. Okay, I just reset it. Sure, like what's up with that, but I can try to investigate after this. It was working fine earlier. I can't see the chat, but it looks like the stream's working again.
Ain't nothing I say should be taken seriously. That's why it's the truth.
And the problem with Alistar. I mean, I love Ali. I just won a game with Ali, but this is why I prefer Rakan to Ali. Is like Rakan can actually get away. He's like one of the only engaged champions that can both engage and get away at the same time. I think he is the only one. Or at least no one that can do it as well as he can. If you think about like Alistar, Leona, Shin, all of these like hard engaged champions, when they go in, they're not getting out. Rakan can go in and get out. So that makes him, if he's played correctly, simultaneously one of the safest and one of the best engaged champions in the game. And he scales really well off of plus healing and shielding and AP. Oh, that was bad. That was greedy. Help. God, give me a jump! Give me a jump! Oh, I got knocked back off of Ali. He headbutted me backwards. Okay, so that was a little too ambitious. How did I not have wards in there? Did he sweep it? Because I had that warded. I guess he went through and swept them. Or I just didn't ward that bush for some reason. I think he swept it. Yeah, so that was too ambitious. I was just saying how he can get in and get out. Well, he can't if Alistar knocks him back into the enemy team, obviously. But other situations, yeah, he can. We're still in a pretty good position, though, but I can't donate any more kills. Like, Kennen's got his Blade of the Ruined King, so now he actually kind of does damage. Once he gets his Hurricane, like, Hurricane plus Blade of the Ruined King plus Ardent Sensor, pretty good, like, sustained damage. Like, his thing is he has a lot of crowd control. Like, he's just kind of like a utility, you know, AD carry, sort of like an Ashe or something like that, you know. There's nowhere for me to go right now. No lanes. I mean, I guess I could go bottom and leech, but then I'd just be leeching off of a Kali. Okay, maybe we can go kill these guys. I thought maybe a Kali would want to make a play. He's kind of scary, because they're all going to go back him up. Kali does not have teleport, so we need to be aware of that. I have really good vision for her. What? How did he get out of that? For real? He 2v1'd and bounced? Is that real life? Can we dunk this dude? Holy crap, we just don't do damage? Is that... I mean, what does he have? He's got well, he doesn't have that much damage. Okay, I guess we just have to, like, not mess with Urgot. Apparently Black Cleaver, Maw Mortius, Urgot is just too hardcore.
plan I remember. Without wild magic, we have no children, we have no future. I dig seeing stuff.
Hey, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate it. We should have just done Baron. I mean,
You're only giving me a spark of madness. You must
Your team has destroyed a turret.
it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna put a ward here.
turn in, turn on, drop out.
I mean, we know they had no vision.
An enemy has been slain.
He's gone.
You will see the death. I don't want a world that's safe.
This is getting a bit fiessy. Getting a bit clowny. Getting a little bit clowny here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to entertain myself. But you too!
An enemy has been slain.
Well, Akali's getting all these side
Only is magic.
side towers. That's good. I need to buy. She's dead. Just. No. It's about to be a 4v5, bros. Alright, what do we have in terms of CC on their team? I mean, we got Alistar. It doesn't help knockups. I think I'm just going to go lock it here.
An ally has been slain.
Final item. I mean, I could go Mikhail's, like... I think I'll go Mikhail's, the final item.
Humans think that to believe in something
Jesus.
you have to be serious.
It's getting so bad.
That's their problem.
Could also go like ZZ or Banner or something. It's a final item if I wanted to. Okay, well that was good. Dude. Jarvan. No! Okay, I got it. I think I just leveled up off of that kill, and that's how I didn't die. I still got the Baron buff. No, we don't have Baron buff anymore. I think we should probably just reset. Oh, is it still lagging again? Guys, I don't know what's up. I think we need to wait on Kennen and Akali. Okay, we got him. Alright, let me investigate and see if there's like a software update or something. Is it still tripping out? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna check for updates. Okay. Okay, are we back? Hopefully it didn't change around a lot of the sounds or like other stuff that I have set up. I mean, I understand why they have to do software updates and stuff. It's just annoying. Oh no. It's not looking good. Okay, are we back? Hopefully it didn't change around a lot of the it just does this sometimes. Let me see. Let me look at the settings here really quickly. It's been a while since I've had to tinker with these. I have a 2000 bit rate. I could try to take it lower and see if that stabilizes it. Let me see how it does for... See if it's going down into the red again here. I used to have it set to like 3000 or 4000, but then when it lagged, I guess probably back last spring or something, I set it to 2000. I mean, it's League of Legends. It's not like a 4K, like, you know, AAA, like, new title, you know? So you don't need, like, massive graphics to run a decent stream on, or, like, massive, whatever. Details. Okay, it looks like it's stabilizing. Let me take some questions for just a couple of minutes here from anyone, or, like, any comments. And we'll see if it's stabilized. And then if it has, then we'll get back to the games. I have time for like maybe one more game, maybe two. I'll play something. I'll play a normal game, and I'll play something other than Rakan. I need to play Rakan right now, I think, to get wins. Okay, yeah, sorry. I know that crushed. I couldn't do anything about it while I was in the game. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out. It's just, every now and then you get just these random, oh, is it going again? And I don't know what causes it. I just updated. So, I mean, obviously, I wasn't lagging in-game. I was sitting there at, you know, 30 milliseconds the entire game. Oh, here it goes again. I mean, I don't know. I can't. It's either on YouTube's end, which I doubt, or it's on OBS's end. And OBS is good, you know, 99% of the time. This is just that, you know, 1 day out of 4 per year where it's just going nutty, and I don't understand, like, what's up with that. So it's not the internet, or else I would be lagging in game. It's this, and I don't know, like... Is this something new that's been happening?